Hello, welcome back to another demo showcase. I'm Backpack Ben. Today I'm bringing you Starbirds. What is Starbirds? Well, as you may have checked, if you've checked the link on the description for the game already, it's not sponsored. Every time I say link in the description, people think that it's sponsored. It's not sponsored. Please sponsor me, asterisk. I will not take any random sponsors. I'm scrupulous a little bit. But or is it unscrupulous? No, unscrupulous is I will do anything. I will not do anything. But I may do things. Especially with, cool games. Let's call it that way. Or you want to be a cool game. That's fine too. What is it? Kurzgesagt? Or whatever the German, Dutch, whatever it is. You know the ones. The ones where they draw the kind of rounded creatures and they do those informational videos. And they got all I remember is I used to watch them every now and then. They got into some hot water. I don't remember why. It was so long ago at this point in internet terms. And then recently I remember the meme. We were a minute into the video. I can reference fentanyl. They did the thumbnail where the bird was like on fentanyl, which I still don't know what it is really. I'm kind of avoiding all of that. Down here in Australia, I'm sure we have our own problems, but we don't. It's not a. Anyway, why do we get into this? Starbirds. What is it? It's like a resource collection game, which is interesting that Kurzgesagt would give their announcer an art style towards a resource collection game. But you know what? It's got overwhelmingly positive reviews because I'm sure everybody who's played it is loving it. But also, you missed an entire cinematic intro piece that was animated in this style. Dicko 1, let's go. Habitable. But I mean, I'll play a game that's like a real game version of what I do whenever I launch up a Minecraft mod pack, which is look for, set up my base, start automating some random stuff here and there. My egg is dying. It's dying, bro. I was just saying I have been given birth to. Is that an accurate way of phrasing what I'm trying to convey? Which is that I've been born, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, the cutscenes are long. I will say that. Longer than you might expect, because I just did hit play, but this is the first time. I'm sure they'll let me skip if I press escape. Is that a hibernation pod or am I a baby? Get out of my chair! Hey, look, it's Minion. Aye, Captain. That's a cute little thing. A round ass bird. If you see those really spherical fucking birds, this is very Reddit core. The Borbs or whatever they're called. Very, very cute. Anyway, now begins our great mission. Okay. They reach for the first mango, but now they reach for the stars. We need iron and silicon. That's pretty nice. Okay. I appreciate that. How do I play the video game? Sublina? Sector 1 hatched. Okay, here we go. Now we're playing a video game. Those asteroids look promising. Initiate landing. Okay. Quirky. Shoot more. Probably. Okay, we start with the quest. Games that tell you what to do. Greater than sign. Easy. Captain requests iron. This thing's got iron. It wants us to double click to enter. I double clicked. I don't know if it was necessary. Zoom in and out. Rotate. That was pretty expected. Okay. Do any of these have any differences? I don't know. Let's land there. First, find an iron deposit, then drag an excavator onto it, which costs us credits. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, we have discovered aluminum. That's not iron. That's iron. Okay, let's do it. Effectively. Click and drag your left mouse button to draw a pipe from the extractor to the launch pad. That's nice. That was easy enough. Look at that. It literally is like the mechanism pipes in Minecraft. which I'm sure are based on a different game, but whatever. You know what? I'm sure they're original. Minecraft's been around. Not that Mechanism has, but Mechanism is not the first pipe where you can see the items as they go through, is it? And did the Ender IO pipes have that? This is like modded Minecraft history lessons with me, except I'm not even that qualified for it. Anyway, speed things up. More extractors. And okay, well, first of all, let's connect this so we can get some aluminum. That guy just left. What are you supposed to do with that? Another extractor. Can I... Okay, let me... There we go. That's fun. Okay. Now, quest reward. We've got our iron, so we get gold. These are credits to buy buildings with. Launch pads have 4 extractors. Build a second launch pad. We should put it here. Why can't we put it here? What's the problem? Oh, it needs to be on the highlighted craters. Okay, and you can hold it and then right click to rotate to find. Okay, well, if let's choose what's furthest away. So, but here is kind of a odd place to go. But there's really not that many options, to be honest with you. Like, we can see all the options from here, so I guess it has to be here. Okay, stockpile iron and aluminum. I mean, we already got aluminum. We got 1 in here. It's got the shape of the thing on the thing. That's, you know what? I accept that kind of situation. Okay, we accept that. Very doable. Living quarters. I didn't read what that said. That said something, I'm sure. Is the music too loud? No, music actually seems fine. I'm not even talking to anybody. I don't know why it sounded like I was. I was talking to myself, really, which is maybe a sense of my sanity. Okay. Cozy station. Oh shit, left, right. Okay. Water. Well, we don't have water here. Okay, and we need a, okay, I get it. So, we discover this thing. We spend our tech points, and then we hop on here. And I assume what we left over there is still collecting our stuff over there. And now, we'll go ahead and land. Okay, let's just... Okay, I put the extractor on the wrong thing. Shiny nuggets need extra credits. Yoke just needs to collect them. Okay, well, where do I put this thing? Just like anywhere. Calling a child Yoke is kind of fucked up. Like, if you called your... I guess it's still egg, but you don't really call a... I don't know. It'd be like if you called a human child fetus. No? Although, I guess yolks don't necessarily become... I guess it's... I don't know. There's a bunch of logic that you have to follow, but you gotta understand what I mean. Go grab that thing. Okay, why don't you go ahead and grab this thing, grab this thing. So far, no controls issues. No, I've never been like, how do I do this? So we got the extra credits that we needed. I forgot to mine the water. The water is over here. Okay, extract a bunch of water. Okay. There we go. The pipes. It doesn't seem too complicated at this current juncture to wire all this stuff up. One day, maybe not one day, when I go back to streaming, which I'll probably do. I don't know. I yawned for some reason, but for some reason, asterisk, because tired. What was I saying? When I go back to streaming at some point during the weekends, maybe in a couple weeks, then that'll be what I'll show you briefly if you're interested, and I may post it on Twitter if you actually want to see. First of all, leave a comment, subscribe. I forgot to tell people to do that, because if you don't tell people to do it, people don't do it. It's human psychology. I hate to manipulate you like this, but I need subscribers, and I hit 200 subscribers. I forgot to thank you for 200 subscribers. Let's go. Anyway, you can't really get hyped for 200. Like, it's a great accomplishment. But dare I say, I've seen worse channels with more subscribers. So let's like even the odds on that one. My oxygen tanks. How do I fill up my oxygen tanks? What the hell went on there? Okay, we got a bunch of extra credits. Okay, how do I fill up my oxygen? I need a refiner. The refiner. Yes, let's research that, because we can afford to. Why does it take time? Are we playing Clash of Clans, brother? Why does this take time? I understand that it makes it feel like something is being done. I went to the philosophy of loading bars. Even if nothing is being done, it's better to have it not load instantly, because even a little loading bar gives the impression your program is doing some actual work. But anyway, okay, claim the quest reward. We got that. At least that's like the rough concept of it. Don't quote me on that. They're there. Oh, okay. Now, see, look. Now we got some complicated pipery. What we now want is a water deposit extractor. Well, we have one already. Okay, can I maybe get one of you? Unplug you from there and plug you into here. And now, water in, oxygen out. That's the plan, right? It's taking a while to come in, but once it comes in, it'll come in. Like, there we go. So we can actually see it. Would you look at that? I didn't even check any settings in this game. That's how like simple it is. You didn't need to press any buttons. Let's see what they got though. Hold on. Not much. Just like a simple try graphical settings. It's basically like mobile game settings, which is honestly perfect for a game like this. Nothing to fiddle with at all. Okay, we've got everything we need. Sector 1 complete. Okay. You are running at 5 FPS, but that's okay. You're an animation. It is a bit jarring to go from the game to this. Not saying you should at least make it like cinematic, not like, But anyway. Kestrel's laws of planetary motion. Kestrel, are they different to Kepler's rules? I know Kepler's, I don't know Kestrel's. But anyway. I appreciate the work going on here. How can you get even higher score? What is the 26%? What does it mean? What did I 26% of? I don't understand. You didn't explain it to me, so I'm not gonna worry about it. That's as simple as that. I'm just gonna do what's told, and they will this is like Factorio for babies. Is what I'm getting from this. And by babies, I mean like ultra baby. I want to play Factorio one day, but I can't. I just know one of two things is gonna happen, and neither outcome is good. Right? Either I play it and it's not for me. That's okay. That's best case scenario, where I'm like, conceptually it's like nice, but you know, there's a lot going on. And I'm not necessarily that, you know, engaged with it, right? But then the alternative otherwise would be, this is a bowling ball? What is this? Let's go here. The rock. Great, use it. Excavation hub. We can't afford the tech points. Module quest available? Get water. Okay, so it is like per. Okay, connect me on water. Connect me on whatever this thing is also. And then we'll be chilling. Okay, I just saw one water get added, so I'm wondering why it's not showing. Where's my resource count? That's my current question. Oh, it needs to travel this back to my home base, and that only does that intermittently. So that's why, like, that goes off. It's not per this, it's per that, roughly speaking, or per that when it lands. There's like something going on there. Tech points or credits? It has to be tech points, because credits, I mean, that's the kind of thing that happens any day. Okay, we want the excavation hub to start being built. This music is getting a little bit too cinematic. I'm not gonna lie to you, this music is too sad. It feels like, if it doesn't, it feels like the prologue, like, it feels like the ending. Why it shouldn't feel like the ending. Like, the music doesn't have any, like, it's not just chill. It's like chill and like slightly like bittersweet. I don't know what, that doesn't seem like the right kind of mood. But anyway, I'm just describing my emotions, maybe. Load of quests. Just rearrange quests. Okay, I mean, you're like not far from being done anyway. Station level up. Okay. We can craft oxygen. We have never discovered copper and aluminum we don't have, so I guess we have to go with the greenhouse for now. And we should we'll get another extractor down, just so we can, you know, do some piping thusly. It looks pretty reasonable to me. This is not exactly the kind of thing that you can do. This is the beginning of Clash of Clans. Star. Passive income. What a way to describe it. Maybe things do get complicated. Okay. Supply quest available. It is all water at the minute. Let's at least try and build the greenhouse while this thing is researching. The chemical lab is going to be a game changer for sure, for certain. Certain wall. Where's my rover? I don't have one yet. There isn't much else to do. Let's get that guy just running in circles for a little while. We can redirect him. That's pretty nice. Okay. We've researched this. We unlocked a greenhouse or something. Excavation hub. The strange objects. Okay. So that just happened. Okay. Gold and oxygen. We should already have that, like, locked in and ready. I don't know what this is. I guess that's the thing I just accepted. Let's not be, like, a complete fool about it. We don't have any of these resources. So I guess we'll choose the living quarters. Okay, if we go back to the map, can we... It takes tech points to discover a new island. But... Triangle 12. That's the kind of thing that we could utilize right there. Okay. Forget the map. Well, don't forget the map. Oh, this already got stuff on it, so we don't need to worry about it, right? Will this thing require me to be there for it to work? Because if that's the case, that kind of makes not much sense. But I could be crazy for that take. Like, why is this not progressing is my question. But stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. Like, you're generating gold. So why are you not? Yeah. Oh, directly to the hub. Okay. Well, in that case, I mean, we don't really have the resources to do that. So what we're gonna have to do is just do a quick little repipe. Do it like this way. And it's got a different shape, so you know what that makes some sense. Yeah, it's being filled up now. Now the true test, will it keep getting filled up even though I'm not there? Yes, okay, brilliant. Then the game is fine. I was gonna say otherwise it wouldn't make much sense, but this way, I mean, we don't have enough to build a new. Okay, we need tech points then. Which means we need more water, because water seems to kind of be scarce here. We'll just start generating some water with you. We love that for us. Okay. We don't really need oxygen right now, so let's just double our water production just for the second. I know you don't have water. That's fine. We don't need oxygen right now. I mean that honestly. Okay. What else? What else have we got to offer? Let's explore the other buttons. The wiki. Okay. We don't have it. This is useful, I suppose. The chemical lab, that's new to us, but we got crafting recipes on lock. What is pipe? Oh, this is pipe. That just doesn't look like that. Although I see the resemblance now that I'm seeing it. Anyway, we're generating quite a bit of water, and this seems like a recurring quest. Did this go down? Why did it do that? Anyway, what we want to do is go to the map, because this is going to be hit. I mean, we just got to keep. We don't really want credit. We want tech, because tech is just harder to get. Credits is something that ends up happening, whether you like it or not. In most scenarios, maybe not in all scenarios. We're going to need credits right after this, now that I think about it. Because I've built that, but I don't really have anything to do with it. Also, another thing, just a minor thing, if once I click this onto here, I think this should collapse, because I've clicked that. Clicking here, my instinct tells me it should collapse it, but it does. It's the most least ambiguous way is to unclick it where it clicked. So that's fair. What is you? Yeah, see, like, these things have credits. So, like, and they usually have enough to jumpstart exactly what you need. So all I'm trying to say is, like, what's your point? Here we go. Put that in there. And then there. You're a tech gem, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. Grab on that. Now, well, you know what? We've got enough of that. Let's switch it up. Oh, you needed oxygen, not water. I've been giving you water like an idiot. Okay. Well, then the piping just changes a little bit, but then this just pipes to there instead. That's fine then. I still have this thing piping. Okay, well, I did it the odd way around because I unplugged it here. Another small thing, unplugging a pipe, too meticulous. Maybe I just have to, like. Why can't I do that, huh? Pipes can't cross pipes? What kind of society do we live in, bro? Okay, disassemble all of these pipes. You're clogged a bit, that's okay. Do it like this. How about that? There we go. Now we need uranium, which is on a different island. Why do I need to research a landing pad? Is this not a landing pad? I got a lot of questions. Why are my stars going down? Because that should be the only thing going up. And it says resource supply. You know what? Maybe that does mean something. Anyway. Okay, well, you need uranium now. So let's plug this stuff back into our base. The music has stopped for some reason, which is very, very eerie to me, but anyway. Just for producing stuff, plug that in there. Okay. Okay. Researched landing pad. That's not going to be convenient. Put it here. Okay. It was the left one. Yes, I remember correctly. Again, illusion of work. There's no reason for the discovery to take that long. Unless, you know what, maybe you were generating it, but I'm going to say that you definitely pre-generated it. Okay, humming with uranium, you say. Seems like there it is. There we go. Uranium is being generated. You know, we may even plug in a second one. Just so we are fully locked in on resources. Money's scarce at the minute. Okay. Click the uranium icon and drag it to the landing pad on the other asteroid. Where is the uranium icon? Where, like, I don't mean to be disrespectful here. The uranium icon. I need some help, but I'm not gonna get it, am I? Also, what I also wanted to do is plug in a resource miner in here so that I could get those triangles, those sexy triangles. Logically, that would help me out. Where's my thing? Where's my guy? Why did you get discovered while we're chilling? Again, it prevents you from entering this while you're discovering an island for absolutely no reason. But then again, maybe it's like a computational code, like deadlocking thing. Yeah, that's definitely not intended. Okay, that ain't right. Setup incomplete. Okay, wiki me. That does not help me at all. Where is the no disrespect? Where is the uranium icon? Why don't we accept this? It's already happening. Why do we accept this? It seems to be a resource. Okay, you're bugging out. Let's not concern ourselves with the opinions of a bugging out landing pad. Ah. Click this uranium icon, drag it to there. Okay. You didn't say that it was in the map. But, you know, that's like a detail-oriented situation. Okay, let's go there. And now, pad to hub. That's a fun little pipe, dare I say it. We're gonna wait for the stuff to arrive, but I guess it's being teleported through landing pad logic. Okay. Uranium is being produced. Silicon. Yeah, I don't know if we've seen copper. Okay. Last thing we need is quartz, but I need to craft it. We will research the chemical lab, which requires water and uranium to be directed not to this but to that. I mean, that's entirely fair. Although it's coming from there, so I don't know if that makes any sense, but... Or is that even uranium that I've just... Silicon. Where is silicon? Yeah, it's researching right now. I did it ahead of you. Now I can't bypass your logic. I wonder if this will bug the tutorial out. To be honest with you, this has been going on for half an hour. I didn't even realize games like this are dangerous because you just do your tasks and suddenly it's like it's a whole mess. Okay, chemical lab. Forget about the chemical lab for now. I'll put this on the ground. Get the extractor done for this so that we have silicon. Just put 2 of them down and extract as much silicon as you can from this planet. It's an asteroid, I suppose. We're not really doing much to the ecosystem. Nobody's there to tell, but you get the point. Okay. Only one resource can go to the landing pad at a time. That makes sense. Okay, it does work if it's just being sent there. There we go. We've got a chemical lab now. I'm glad. One thing that this does is trim a lot of the sometimes delicious fat of organizing whether you're making something, what goes where, you know. And I guess I'm speaking from limited experience as someone who's basically just made an elaborate crafting like pipeline for something in Techopolis 3. That's the mod pack's name if you want to check it out for yourself. I thought I'd get the gist of it. Okay. Water and silicon in the chemical lab. Okay, chemical lab me. Where's the water? The water is here. Okay, so water, but we also want it to... Okay, we wanna get rid of the pipe. Put 1 in there. Again, this music is too sad to me. Okay. Plug that old chestnut in. Then get the silicon going here. The entire planet rotated for that one. I appreciate that. So now we've got silicon coming in. We should be crafting quartz or something to that effect. The water is being queued in. There we go. Quartz being pumped out. We love that for us. Oh, you need the quartz in you. There we go. That's what you needed. It's not the most convenient wiring. So that just looks like this, which is a complete different thing. Your graphical models need a bit of updating. But at the end of the day, don't we all? Okay. Engine room me, I suppose. Okay, well, I guess this. What do I need? 40 aluminum. What's my next job? Oh, I'm just waiting for the quartz to come through. Which I guess also this silicon. We're literally just waiting for you to produce it because you're a slow ass guy. Okay, that's the job done. We got 10 score now. Here we go. And we've got Sector 2 completed. Once we figure out what the strange update is, I think I'm going to have to cut it, because otherwise this is going to go on as long as the game will let us. It's flying. To the lab. Okay, is it going to be like, thank you for playing? There's a cutscene, so I suspect this may be where it ends. Which would be great timing. Not to say I'm like horribly not interested, you know. It's an alien. Oh. But it broke. You broke it. It looks like a rock, man. Oh god. Oh dear. But yeah, of course it's not native to our system, buddy. Look at it. It's literally like floating. Earth. That's the planet Earth right there. I know it when I see it. It's too big to be Earth. Here we go. See, I told you. And that was actually pretty good. We got everything. But we got 26% again because... Okay, I'm going to stay here. And I think... that does it for this... What's the bottom left? Oh, it's the completion exit. What are my thoughts on this game? I mean this with full honesty. I'm gonna say the nice way first, so that I can get people off my back and point them to the nice things I said. It's you know, well-rounded, well-polished, the consistent, and you know, to some very visually pleasing art style. You know, it's got some quirkiness. It's very cozy millennial gamer coded. I don't want to say millennial so much. I just use it as a pejorative to insult when I don't have anything specific to say. It feels like the kind of game that, like, why is this bird so sad? What's your problem, buddy? Why are you halted? Oh yeah, because you don't need that anymore. Give me a second. Let me... There we go. Now it's not halted. But why are you still, like, shitting yourself? I guess that's what birds do, to be honest. I shouldn't be surprised. Anyway. What's the mean thing I'm gonna say? I mean, again, you need a... I don't know if this game has got, like... It's got the same pull as, like, a Factorio, but comparing every game to Factorio is a recipe for disaster, and it's obviously, like, it's got the visual pop. It's got the Kurzgesagt factor. It's too cozy game for me. If you wanna pitch me a cozy game, it has to play to my interests of coziness, not interests of gaminess, maybe? Is that the right way to say it? And I think that it just doesn't... It doesn't play to any of my strengths for recording. I don't see myself playing it at home. I would much rather play modded Minecraft than this. Because modded Minecraft, to me, I understand it. Now, if this is your first time playing a, like, factory, like, resource farming game, I think it's a great start. And I think from here, you figure out what kind of person you are. Either you're gonna go further into the rabbit hole and you have your 10,000 hours in Factorio by next week, or you'd be like, this is cute. My head kind of hurts with all of this like arranging of pipes and stuff. I don't really have the patience for it. Which, by the way, I'm not even calling you stupid, although, because like it sounds like I'm saying, oh, you're too dumb to do it. That's not what I mean. I'm the same way with a lot of stuff that you just, if you don't find yourself caring about it, you can't dig into the meat and potatoes of like, you know, I'm gonna put this thing here. I have to arrange the pipes in this order, and then I have to, if I want to have efficient resource management, I gotta space my resource extractors out here, and the optimum, like, not everybody is like that, and that's like literally chill. That being said, I think the kind of gamer who looks at a Kurzgesagt cozy bird, animated sort of game with cute art style, resource, chill music, chill mode sort of game. The kind of person looks at that and says, oh, this is built for me. We have, I think, quite different tastes in video games. I think that's where I'll leave it. I think no one's provoked me to say anything meaner, so I will actually leave it. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, etc. That's all I got for you. See ya.